What do we got next? Number 34, food chain. So we've got, what do? We started with water, went to soil, and then plants. And so they're kind of all connected. So once you've got a basic, so you can follow on from these ones. So the food chain, I put on here that we're all part of a bigger picture. And I think the kids get this, that they know that even we are part of a food chain. When I think it's really a bit hard for the younger kids to get the whole idea of producers and consumers. For the younger kids to realize that producers, like, we cannot make our own food. We need to consume. So we're looking at plants are the primary producers. So they produce their own food with energy from the sun. So looking at food chains, it all starts at the sun, and you have to hammer that back and all the time, that everything starts with the sun. So we can't, we wouldn't have any food, we wouldn't have any plants, we wouldn't have anything. It's all because of the energy from the sun. So the energy from the sun, the plants, the producers, take the energy from the sun and produce their own food, and they can grow. And then consumers come along and eat. They cannot make their own food, so they need to eat the consumers, and they eat the producers. See what I mean? And so they become consumers, and then they can grow. But and it's also looking at food chains on land. So it's looking at food chains in the wild, looking at food chains domestically, and looking at food chains in the ocean. So they're all kind of subtly different, but you're getting the idea of everything starts from the sun, and then from there, the producers produce the food and the consumers consume it, and then somebody will die and decompose, and they go into the ground and become food for the producers again, because they get the nutrients from the soil and energy from the sun to make the food chain. All right. Oh yeah, and we did it with the little cups. So this is good for even just coloring a little bit of coloring in, a little bit of thinking about what's actually happening. And then when you put the cups on top of each other, they're consuming. Or the plants will produce from the sun. So it all starts from make sure you remember it starts from the sun. So the cups are like eating, or part of the food chain, and then you can stack them up like that, and that creates your own food chain. Thanks.